Okay, so I'm back. I did an after picture. Um, my office, this place is a mess. So anyway, I'm just gonna chit chat with you while I smoke a cigarette and see how many angry, non-smoking people want to bash on my video. So today, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Don't have any great plans yet for the day. Oh, this is therapeutic. This is therapeutic. Um, People tell me I could write a book on my life. And you know what? I'm beginning to think these people are right. I like to say that I have a powerful testimony from where I've been and where I am now. The things I've been through in my life and the things that I've worked through and accomplished and just everything. You know, I like to be an inspiration. I like to tell you that I'm just this faith-filled woman that leans on God for everything. But I'd be lying. I do have faith. I do believe in God. But I still try to run on my will. I have a hard time giving things to Him and not taking it back. I'm very codependent. Not like I used to be. I used to be that crazy, clean drug addict that wanted to fix the world. Yeah, I wanted everybody to be clean. I wanted everybody to know what it was like. You had a crisis, I was at your house. You didn't have a crisis, I wasn't at your house. I traded one disease for another. Or, oh, that's my dogs. I was like, what is that noise? Everybody has a little bit of codependency in them, enabling codependency. And then if, you're an addict or you have people in addiction in your life, then you become really codependent. And when it's family members, the enabling comes in and all that other good stuff. So I, by far, don't have a perfect family. I think all my girls have tried drugs. And not for any, huge length of time. Except for one. And she's actually going to a program today. And I'm so proud of her. I am just like, yay. It's kind of not her idea, but she's going. So I don't care how you get there. Because there's nothing more awesome than watching somebody come in that's hit a bottom, lost everything, who has no self-esteem, who feels they're not worth anything. They get the program, they get the fellowship, they get the love, they get the no judgment, because they're in there with other recovering addicts, of course, and watching the miracle happen. Watching that person transform from what they thought they were nothing and couldn't be loved and couldn't do anything into this beautiful rose of recovery. Self-esteem, self-confidence, it's awesome. It's just awesome. They have that show, My 600-Pound Life. They should have My Drug Addict Life. I know they have intervention, and I'm all for that show. I wish it worked as easily as that show seems to show that it does. But when you're up close and personal, it doesn't. I've been married 25 years. I met my husband when he first got out of prison. I was still dabbling in my addiction. And up until 2.5 years ago, he was still in his addiction. And let me tell you, it was full-blown most of the time. So he was in and out of prison for dirty tests, um, drug-related things, you know, possession, under the influence. He did quite a few prison terms. Or he was in and out of rehab, which at that point, I didn't know why rehab existed because it definitely wasn't working for him. And now he's got 2.5 years sober. Yay! And he has been a hardcore heroin addict his whole life. So that is a huge accomplishment for him. I'm so grateful. I am blessed. I've never had to go into an inpatient program to get off drugs. When I got off drugs, I just got off of them. I was like, done. This is ugly. I don't want to do this anymore. And I never went into a program. Do I suggest that for everybody? No, I don't. Because let me tell you, I might not have been under the influence, but my dysfunctional behavior was at like 360 degrees. I was full tilt dysfunctional. I had people saying, well, you might be sober, but look at the way you're acting. I mean, I was still doing, you know, illegal things. I was still running around with the dope man. I had active users in my house. I still had that raging temper that I had always had. I was full of hate, anger, whatever confidence I had was bullshit. Let me just throw it out there. Because inside I was really scared and I was lonely. I was scared. I couldn't get close to you. I didn't trust you. You had no reason to trust me. I just wasn't using. So it's kind of like they say, like a dry drunk. Someone who's not drinking but still has all the behavior. Today, my husband is he's always been an awesome man. But in his addiction, you know, that can take us to lying, cheating, stealing, and all these other good things. And on the flip side of that coin, I was a raging, crazy, bipolar, codependent wife. And if you throw all those in one ball, it's definitely nothing nice, nothing you want to deal with. I'm sure there's times where he used just so he didn't have to listen to me, or I went in one ear out the other. When my son committed suicide, I think that my very first thought in my mind, because I was looking at my husband standing in the alleyway or the driveway when they said that they didn't need an ambulance, that he was dead. That he had been dead for at least 36 hours and that he had hung himself and we couldn't see him. My first thought was my husband will never survive this. Because you gotta understand, when you're under the influence and you're on drugs, you don't feel anything. You know, you feel it like this much when you're supposed to be feeling this much. And he had never walked through anything sober. I think his father passed away when he was in prison. And I remember him calling me and him being hysterical. Other than that, he had never walked through anything sober. But he's walked through my son's death sober, because he says he will not let his death go in vain. He's very into the program, helping others, which is a natural thing for him. He's very spiritual, not religious, but spiritual. He's probably read every Bible that they've ever made. That comes along with being in prison. You have a lot of time to read. But anyway, I don't even know where I was going with this. Oh, so my daughter has been going through some stuff for a while. She is also in a very dysfunctional relationship where they both use, they fight, it's just very unhealthy. She has 2 weeks clean. She's been at my house for 2 weeks, and she's going to a program today again. Yay! she's kind of nervous because she's never been to a program. She's been on drugs before, but she just kind of quit. But at that point, she didn't have another active person in her life that she cared about that was using. So I try to give her my insight, but they know it all. So it makes it really hard. But I think I'll leave this day with, if you could pray for my daughter, that she would go in this program and she would stay at least 30 days. I'd like her to stay for like 90 or 6 months because that's what I think she needs. But it's not about me, it's about her. So I'm asking if you could pray for her, that she would walk into this program, that she would be open to it, she would be open to all the help, all the love, all the everything that she can get in there, and possibly lose that other person. Or maybe we could pray that he gets it. I don't know. It's a really nerve-wracking day for me, I guess. She's not home right now. It's my grandson's birthday, which is her son. She's taking him into the program with her. And I want her to remember this face behind me, because her and my son were best buddies, always. They were like frickin' frack, you know. And I want her to see, or realize, I know she knows where it can take you, but I don't think she understands. She knows it took him there, but she doesn't think it could take her there. Okay, so that was the Debbie Downer subject for the day, I guess, but to me it's important. So I just want to thank everybody who tuned in and watched me do my little makeup video and my hair and get ready for the morning. And I hope you all have a great day. You're blessed. I hope your loved ones are okay. I'll pray for everybody. If you want to leave me negative comments and tell me I'm crazy, I'm good with that too. High fives are good.